Welcome back to another Feature Friday. This week we are wrapping up our industry focus of local jewelry stores. And just want to remind everyone about our Feature Friday fact. Watch the video, and at the end there will be a Feature Friday fact. Comment below with the correct answer and you'll be entered in to a chance to win a gift card to our featured business today. And that featured business is the Diamond Galleria in Evansville. And Bert Wheat, the owner, is joining us today along with our team, and he's going to be sharing about his business.
All right, I want to thank Jess for bringing us back to the Feature Friday this week. We still focused on the jewelry industry, and today we're really excited to be in the Evansville, Indiana area with the Diamond Galleria. And Bert Wheat, who is the owner, is going to share some good information about what products and services they have to provide. We've been talking a little bit about some charities that they support in the local area. So I'm excited for you all viewing in today to learn more about the Diamond Galleria. So Bert, how about you just start by sharing your story?
Well, let's see. I met my wife. We're going to go way back, but it'll go fast, I promise. In the mid-'80s, we both worked for a regional jewelry company. She lived in Evansville. I lived in Terre Haute. And she came up with corporate to do an inventory of the Terre Haute store. And I met her. And it was love at first sight for one of us. So unfortunately, that was me. So I had to convince her. But she remained in the jewelry business until she passed in 2018. When we got serious and we're going to get married, the company asked us, because we were both in management at that time, that one of us had to go. You couldn't be married and both of you worked there. So I took a hiatus from the jewelry business, and she remained on and worked her way up all the way to the president of the company, busting that glass ceiling for women and paging or forging the path. But in 2012, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And so while we were very fortunate, it was very minor. She didn't have to have the major mastectomy or anything like that. It did cause us to, reevaluate our priorities, where we were in our life, and what we wanted to accomplish. And that was in 2012, and one of our main things was we wanted to, make an impact and leave Evansville a better place than we found it, just in general. So we put our heads together and decided that we would open our own store and try to make an impact through the jewelry stores. Thus, the Diamond Galleria was born in October of 2013. We have aligned ourselves with a number of mostly local charities. We try to stay local, but there are some pretty good nationals. Part of our business plan, literally our advertising and promotions budget, was a large portion of it is donations and sponsorships in the community. So we do that in kind of a unique way than most businesses. I had to really train my accountant because they just didn't understand what I was doing. Some of the small business or small charities in Evansville, they don't have a means to host an event. They're very small. We've had the opportunity to partner with them and actually help them come up with charity fundraising ideas and things like that. Over the years, I have purchased things like a stage. If you want to do a runway fashion show, you could do it here, or the stage is, it's mobile, you could move it. Every kind of glassware for $200. We have Pilsner, shot glasses, white wine glass. So we basically purchase a lot of things that would be the expense for a charity to purchase or rent. And so we do a lot of in-kind sponsorship for that charity. They would have to pay True Event Rental or somebody to rent all those things, and we provide them at no cost in an exchange for sponsorship within the charity. So that's how you see a little charity, a little store like the Diamond Galleria, with Old National Bank or Legence or Deaconess Hospital. It's kind of, you play the game, what doesn't fit. You got Berry Plastics and Deaconess Hospital and the Diamond Galleria. It's just kind of weird, but that's how that allows us to participate on that level. And that is our mission, is to help charities and make a positive impact in Evansville.
Tell us about some of those unique pieces that they can see when they come to the Diamond Galleria.
Well, first and foremost, the Diamond Galleria, we're where the Tri-State gets engaged. So about 70% of what we sell and have in the store is bridal related. So engagement rings, wedding bands, men's bands, things like that. We by far have the largest selection of designers and ready to go pieces. We do custom work for bridal and that as well. So that's kind of our forte that we've advertised for. One of the things we recognized early on was that we didn't really have the just because gift. So we're really proud now of the assortment that we have for price points. And I mentioned with the charity things, what we've done is actually designed jewelry pieces designed in cooperation with the charity. I mentioned It Takes a Village. So we have a beautiful line of It Takes a Village jewelry that when you purchase that, a large portion of the profits go back to It Takes a Village. We have Heart Saver through Deaconess, and that's been a tremendous success. And it goes to our ability to do custom. All of these are custom pieces that we've designed and created for the charities. But Chemo Buddies is a beautiful piece. Chemo Buddies is probably the most relevant because it's hope, strength, love, but it doesn't just speak to, it doesn't say I have cancer. It could be somebody who's just having, struggling in their life. And so that kind of is very apropos to them as well. So regardless of what you're looking for, I believe we have it, and if I don't, I can make it.
Tell the viewers, do you support the half off on your birthday month with Kendra Scott Jewelry?
Yes. And if you go to Kendra Scott and let's say they're having 20% off a collection, we honor that as well. We want to encourage you to shop local. A lot of times we can special order. Kendra Scott is one of those designers that they do a core line and then they do a lot of collections. So we have to buy a lot of her really cool stuff as a collection. So I can't special order it, but we do our best. And because we've aligned ourselves with a number of other retailers across the country, I can call them and see if they have that piece, because maybe I don't have it, but maybe my friend in Colorado Springs has it, and so she will ship it and ship it straight to our customer here in Evansville. So we do try to fulfill everything, so you don't have to shop online necessarily, but we do honor the sales for my promotions and the half off birthday.
That's good to know. Wouldn't it be great if you custom designed a collar for your pets? I mean, there are a lot of avid pet lovers out there. People more and more are part of the family. So what are some things you can provide with regards to that line?
But we can do anything. If you want to customize, seriously, pearls, whatever you want for to make a collar out of, or any piece of jewelry for your dog. I mentioned earlier, gold chains are back for men. And so I put some gold chains on Jeffrey and posted it on the Facebook page, and had people like and share and say, how handsome he was wearing his big gold paperclip chain. So, but he's our buddy. We jokingly say he's the owner of the store. We all just work here. So all right, lay back down.
We have our business development officer, Donna Crooks, with us today. And one thing people talk about a lot is, I need this special piece. I want to propose soon. How do I finance this large purchase coming up in my life? Or maybe it's an anniversary band. So if you will, share a little bit about financing options. And then Donna, maybe you can share with everyone what a consumer loan looks like, because a lot of folks don't always understand how that can benefit them in a situation like this.
Okay, well, we like to pride ourselves in the fact that we have the most largest selection of options for financing. So we encourage layaway, because I personally feel like layaway is a financially responsible thing to do. But for people that want to finance, we do have a lot of zero interest options, all the way up to 5 years, interest free. Most people, because there's a spend, like you have to spend $3,500 before you can get the 60 months same as cash, just because the minimum payment, how it works out. So, but we have, 6 months same as cash, 1 year, 24 months, so on and so forth, all the way up to 60 months. We have two lenders that we use, national jewelry lenders that we go through, and then we also carry some paper in house for that person that let's say they have medical liens on their credit file, but everything else looks good, then I can review the credit and decide if I want to extend personal credit. I will tell you, I don't encourage it, but I've actually had one young man finance several $1,000s on one of the national lenders, several $1,000s on another national lender, and then several $1,000s in-house. So he was making 3 payments. He really wanted that big look for her when he asked the question. So, but yeah, we have several options for financing.
Wonderful. Donna, how about you tell folks a little bit about our consumer loans and how that could be another option for them to purchase this special piece for the special loved one?
Sure. Well, we have a great consumer loan team here at the Evansville branch. We've got a lot of options that we can put for you. My suggestion is just give me a call and I'll be happy to get our team together and we can all sit down and understand what your needs are and then how we can help you meet those needs and help you buy that special gift for your loved one.
Or I guess I should say, sometimes I buy myself a gift. So it doesn't have to be something you're purchasing for someone else. It could be for yourself. Every once in a while, it's good to treat. Now's the time to see some of these beautiful pieces that you have in your store.
Well, I mentioned Kinder Scott. One of the things that's really cool, being a Kinder Scott retailer, and it's a little bit unique, that an advantage that we have versus the online store. We age everything appropriately. So after it's been here for, I think, 3 or 4 months, we move it into the half off section. And then after another couple months, it goes to 70% off. So there's a lot of things that you can pick up, really, really affordably. The way it kind of works is, interestingly enough, is, I mentioned she does a lot of collections with seasons, various pieces. A lot of times the pieces that are on the in the clearance section are actually they've been here almost a whole year, so it's all the way back into the new. Like if she did a spring collection in 2020 and I didn't sell all of it, then in spring of 2021 I have it all 70% off. So there's a pretty good selection on current things as well as some of the older styles. So her trademark piece is, let's see, this shape of an earring. Let's see how we can get to that. All right. It comes in, comes in 4 different sizes. These actually start at, these are $55. And this is the large one. You can see some of her stones are iridescent. So it has a little sparkle to it. It stops moving. There you go. Kind of pearlescent. So the next size is, these are actually, because they're fancy, they're $130. But normally the regular ones, the size, it goes down to $50. And then the very smallest ones are these, and they're $50 also. Let's see. I don't know how you women do all the little clasps and things like that. I always joke with my wife, when you're putting a necklace on, you do it behind your head. I always laugh. If that is not proof that women are superior to men, I don't know what is, because I can't do it looking at it. You guys are doing it back there.
I might need you to repeat that, Bert, real loud.
Yeah. Yeah. So She also has some bracelets. Again, repeating the beading around the edge of the stone. Basically any color. These are $48. Great price points. It's a whole collection. Like you ladies have some of it. So that's it. You can go to 𝐿𝑘𝐀𝐓𝐔𑑑𝐄 and see what she has. Like we mentioned before, we honor the half off on your birthday month. So for sure come in on your birthday and pick one up for half price. So this is something that it's called the Journey collection of pendants. And it's meant to represent your journey of life and love. And so it goes from smaller diamonds up to the larger diamond. Of course, it's available in white, yellow, or rose gold, and they're $199, starting at $199. So that's a neat little piece. Actually, that was, they say what goes around comes around, or whatever that old adage is. About 20 years ago, that was a big thing. The Journey pendants were big, and now they're back. So just like yellow gold, yellow gold is back. So we also feature Gabriel and Company, which is fine diamonds, mostly yellow gold, but beautiful designs. The trend right now is little and minimal. We say less is more now. So especially among young ladies. That's why 𝐻𝑘𝐓𝐔𝐑𝐄 came out with the really small pieces. So these start at $550. They're 14 karat gold and diamond. We mentioned 𝐿𝐼𝐴. 𝐿𝐼𝐴 is one of my favorites. This is a piece that she does. They're elephants. She has it all in the two-tone or all yellow with various stones. But she gives 25% of the purchase of this goes to elephant rescue in South Africa. So she does her own charity thing with that. We sell a lot of them because a lot of people like elephants. I think some cultures believe they're lucky. So we sell a lot of those, and they're cool. Her trademark is the little beading. You can see on there, it's just they're little tiny beads. They are hand placed on there, which is really cool. Each one is hand placed. If you go on the website, you can see that everything is made by hand. This hammered look is also done by hand. So it's never duplicated. It's not a cast form. They're all the same. Each one is unique. These are a little bit bigger earrings, so you can see the beading again. That's kind of her trademark in both silver and yellow gold. Again, they start at $95. So let's see. Here we have some colored diamonds, fancy pink. This is an anniversary ring or an engagement ring. You see the pink diamond in the center. We actually have a good selection of pink diamonds. We just purchased not very long ago, but these are beautiful. Anniversary bands, so once you've been married 10, 15, 20 years, you deserve a upgrade. This one actually features emerald cuts, but we have a huge selection of bands that we do. We have King Baby, which is what I'm wearing. It's really edgy, heavy sterling silver things. It was actually started, one of the reasons why it was formed was a friendship in LA between Richie Sambora and this artist. And the artist started making jewelry for Richie Sambora and his friends. And so he turned it into a business. So everything is a little edgy, a little like, biker kind of looking. They also do leather and metal together. These are all really nice price points, like $150 starting at. And finally, one of our collections of engagement rings. We have this in various sizes, and this collection starts from $9.99 and goes to $39.99. This is really popular for the guy that wants to do it quick. Sometimes because we have such a selection, it can get a little overwhelming. Someone called it analysis paralysis, too many choices. And so we have some complete things that if it doesn't fit, we size it, but you can take it, buy it today, take it and apologize. Take it and propose today or tomorrow. So again, ready-made, custom-made. We've got the whole gamut for whatever the occasion is. We can provide.
Bert, thanks so much for sharing that collection. Well, I'm sure you would, Bert. I also want to mention for my Delta Sigma Theta friends out there, elephant is their mascot. That is their signature animal that they have for their sorority. So I'm sure many of them would love to know that you have those elephants. They are gorgeous. And that's a new line for me to hear about. So I'm sure several listening in are ready to come and check out the Diamond Gallery. I want to thank you again for sharing your story and sharing your products. They're beautiful. And before we end, I'm sure that you can provide customization. So just want to give you just a few minutes to share with folks if they have special birthstones for their children, grandchildren, something that they would like to have put together. Maybe even if there's an heirloom in the family and you'd like to take those diamonds and have them set in a different piece. What can you do for those individuals?
Well, available every day is, we can take what you have and design something completely new. There's various stories of that. We've taken grandmother and grandfather's plain gold wedding bands and cast them into new wedding bands for their grandson and his fiance. One of the really cool things that we do 3 times a year is our gilded facet design, and that's where we have a sketch artist here. And so you bring in your ideas, your stones, whatever. Even if you don't have a stone, but you want something unique, you sit down with the artist and they sketch it out with you. And then when you, identify that that's what you want, then it's immediately priced out and can go to production after that. So one story really quick. I had a wonderful doctor's wife who, when she was a little girl, her father had given her just an enormous citrine and amethyst stone. She had these 2 stones that she had got when she was like 10 years old because he'd gone to the West Indies and he brought that back for her. And so she just had them forever. And so we asked her if she had anything. And she goes, I don't know what you do with it, whatever. We ended up making 2 pearl add-on pendants. So you can wear it on a chain, but she wears it on her pearls. And they're so stunning. The back of, it's got the stone in the front and then a diamond design around it. But the back in the metal shaping is her initial, her monogram in the back of it. So even if it flips over, it's every bit as beautiful on the other side. And her husband, who is not really ever kind about her spending money for jewelry, when she took those home, he actually said, "That's not jewelry; those are heirlooms. Those are going to the girls." So that was a big thumbs up. Mission accomplished. But we love doing things like that. We love doing custom, whether it's incredibly involved or just something very, very similar that you want to change your setting into. So we do that every day. So we're a no pressure store, and I invite you to come in if you got a few minutes. Just look around, and so when you are looking for something, where you can find it, and we'll always be here with a smile on our face to help you make someone else happy.
Well, Jess and I are a little further away, but Donna is right in the neighborhood. So I'm going to ask her to go shopping for us.
Oh, absolutely. I'm intending to stop by next week, actually, and check you out. And I know where your location is, but do you want to tell other folks exactly where you're located?
Yeah, we're at the corner of Burkhart and Vogel in Evansville on the east side.
Perfect. Bert, thanks so much for joining us. Donna, we're glad you were able to come on with us today. So no matter where you are, I mean, like I said, Jess and I are a good hour and a half away, but we love to come to Evansville and shop, and we'll be looking forward to seeing your store. And Donna has no 𝐻𝑚𝐴, so Bert, you get to share with her one of our favorites. I'm sure she'll be taking some home with her. But for everyone else, we want to thank you for tuning in today, and listen for the fun fact that Jess is about to share with you. Comment, like, share, and we'll see who the winner is for the gift card.
So now it's time for our Feature Friday fact. So Bert talks a little bit about his business plan. What does his business plan strongly focus on? Be sure to comment below with the correct answer for a chance to win a gift card to the Diamond Galleria in Evansville. Thank you for joining us for another Feature Friday. Remember, when you're out in the community, to hashtag Legence loves local and the butt stops local. Thank you.